70% of the B2B buyers' buying journey happens online before they ever get on the telephone or into a meeting with your sales rep. If your homepage is not reflecting who you are today or the unique service that you're bringing to your customer or to your client today, change it right now. This is your touch point. This is your business card. You don't have a trade show. You don't have an in-person meeting. Received 2 calls yesterday and today from diamond companies saying, we sell what everybody else sells, so what can we talk about? If you're selling flour, for example, a generic product, what are you going to talk about to the bakers that you're trying to sell to? You're going to talk about the ease of doing business with you, the responsiveness that you're going to give to them, the insight into the industry that you have that you will share with them that will add value and help their business become successful. If you cannot differentiate the product, and don't overlook that you can, it might have to do with provenance, it might have to do with responsible sourcing, it might have to do with tracking and tracing and blockchain protection. But if you can't differentiate the product, then differentiate the benefits of buying that product from you. I have one request for you today. Whether you're in B2B or B2C, anyone who you're contacting right now to explore doing business with them, one of the first things they're doing is they're going over and taking a look at your website. Go to your own website right now. Look at your homepage. The number of people I was on calls with yesterday that looked at their own homepage and said, that's not really what we're doing anymore. That's the only place people are checking out to understand if what you've approached them about via email or newsletter or on LinkedIn with a message to see what you're really about. If your homepage is not reflecting who you are today or the unique service that you're bringing to your customer or to your client today, change it right now. This is your touch point. This is your business card. You don't have a trade show. You don't have an in-person meeting. How do you know where exactly you should focus your attention online in order to drive traffic to your business offline? And what you have to do is the homework of the potential buyers that you want to have. And usually the best way to do homework about them is by talking to the current buyers that you do have. Where do they go when they want to research about what it is that you sell? Do they read the industry trade newsletters? Do they read white papers by Bain & Co. or McKinsey? Or perhaps the De Beers Insight Report? What is the trajectory of their discovery process online? Are they on LinkedIn? Are they talking about the business there? Do they use any of the virtual boutiques that are out there to trade online? So if you talk to your current clients and you find out from them what associations they belong to offline as well, and where they're going to be spending their time, then you know where you have to show up. It's the buyer's journey. Just like in retail, there's a consumer journey. In B2B, there is a buyer's journey. And you want to make sure that all the touch points online and offline, where those buyers are going to travel in the course of their information gathering days, make sure that you're showing up there by doing that research and that mental thought process. Whenever I'm encouraging a team to embrace digital technology and interacting and creating relationships online in the virtual world rather than in real life, I repeat the phrase, people do business with people. People are not going to respond to your company. They're not necessarily even going to respond to your company page, but they're going to respond to people. So when I talk about LinkedIn, I talk about your personal profile being used as a marketing channel for your business. Make no mistake, it is not social media. It is a marketing channel for your business. Why? Because people do businesses with people. So the question I'm sometimes asked is, why do we need a company page at all then? Well, I just took a look at the analytics of the company page of one of our clients, and we've been working for the better part of 2 months on increasing the profile views of one of the employees of this business. And she has more than 4 times multiplied, the number of followers, and her engagement is excellent. And so we popped on over to the company page to see how she's doing. Why the company page, you might ask, to see how she's doing? Because personal profile pages don't provide you with any analytics. They don't tell you what job function the people who are coming to look at you are from. They don't tell you data and statistics that are aggregated to give you an idea of whether you're going in the right direction or not. However, once you take a look at your company page, where people may often go after looking at your profile to understand what your business does a little bit better, there you get to see what is happening and whether all the effort you're putting in on your profile page is spilling over to your company page. And we were very happy to see the chart go like this, in unison with the beginning of the uptick in her statistics as well. So company pages are important primarily because of the data you can get from them. Profile pages are the pages from which you are going to execute the majority of your strategy.
Hi, Elle Hill here. Do you want to learn how to get on the phone with any buyer that you want to work with without an introduction or a referral? Click to get the downloadable that we've made for you that you can start using right away and will be really useful for your business and growing your revenue.
70% of the B2B buyers' buying journey happens online before they ever get on the telephone or into a meeting with your sales rep. So if you are seeking to incrementally increase your business with buyers, or you're seeking to acquire new customers and clients, or penetrate new markets or product categories, it is crucial that your digital presence that those buyers will find when they start their buying journey with a Google search, which is what the 63% of B2B buyers are millennials that start their search that way. They need to find you and something that shines out from your website and social media. B2B social media is LinkedIn, that shines out the best version of your company and mirrors all the strengths that your B2B sales rep would give and talk to them about in person. If you don't do that, you're missing out on 70% of the journey. So if there was ever a reason to make sure that the experience of going through your website is as dynamic and engaging as a meeting with one of your sales rep, there's your reason. To look back at all of your clients and customers in 2020. Where did they find you? Did they type your name into Google? Did they approach you on LinkedIn? Did they come over from your Instagram? There should be a Linktogram though, shouldn't there? Did they come over from your Instagram? Find out where your customers are finding you, because that's the place where you want to go back and see what messaging are you putting out there? How consistent are you being? You want that to be your most robust, most well-attended outbound messaging. And you want it to be a place where you're also listening to what people are saying back and commenting back, because that's your lifeline. That's your gravy train. That's your top priority in terms of lead and client acquisition. Then you can start looking at number 2, 3, and 4. If you were in a restaurant and you ordered the fish, and the waiter came out and said, "Your fish is going to be delayed. I'll be with you in just a moment." That's acceptable. If the waiter came out and said, "Ma'am, the chef has dropped your fish on the floor. We're picking the fish back up, we're washing it off, and then we're going to reheat it so it's nice and warm, put it back on the plate, and it'll be out to you in a moment," that is not acceptable. The people in your dining room, your customers, do not want to know what's going on in your kitchen. What they want to know is, when is their solution going to arrive? Think about that. People have said to me, we're in B2B, we really want to get into BC, get those high margins. There is such a difference, there is such a world of difference between these two markets and the way you must behave in order to speak to them and address the unique problems that they have, that I wouldn't highly recommend that if you think that's a low-hanging fruit, I'm going to disagree with you. But one of the biggest differences between the two are that for a B2C sale, a majority of the time, you have one decision maker to win over. In B2B, there are key decision-making groups. So you may be dealing with the buyer, but you may also have to woo the marketing head. You may also have to woo the responsible sourcing manager or corporate social responsibility manager. So when you're thinking about who you're talking to and how you're going to make sure that you can display how you're uniquely positioned to solve their problem, that you're talking to the entire group of people responsible for making the decisions in B2B. You to think about all the different ways that you communicate with your potential clients, potential customers, your membership base, all the ways that you communicate with them, whether it's a telephone call, an email, a banner ad on Google, a post on your social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Every time you reach out to them, what you should be thinking about is, what information can I collect about how my recipients behave and react to what I'm sending. So if you are emailing without tracking, if you are posting without measuring, if you are not putting tracking pixels into every outbound communication that you have, you're not getting information back. All you're doing is basically acting not unlike a billboard. So in today's modern technology, there's no reason why every time you reach out, you should get some information about who opens, what they look at, what they click on, that's going to make you better able to serve them. Do you use chat on your website? Do you use chatbots? Do you collect emails before the chat starts? Do you have text for your sales associates? Are you interacting with your clients via email or only on the telephone? How do your customer service representatives or sales reps or account executives deal with your clients? And are they dealing with the clients in the way that the clients want to deal with them? Everybody has their different styles. Some people want to be called, some people want to be texted, some people want to be on WhatsApp, some people want to just interact on a chat on a website so they don't have to go through the rigmarole of writing an email. Focus on allowing as many methods and tools to your team as possible so that they can speak with their customers in the way that the customers prefer to best. That is going to shorten your sales cycle and going to enable you to create more revenue more quickly. You never should have to sell. Your job in today's day and age, where most people are discovering you online, is to make sure that you find out whose problem you are uniquely positioned to solve and make sure that you get your solution in front of them. No one likes to be sold, and everybody likes to buy or discover the solution. So what your job is to understand who your ideal customer is, where they're going to be online, whether it's Instagram or it's LinkedIn or it's Facebook, and then show up there and make sure that you're talking and giving them solutions to those problems that they're having. That way they can find you and you never have to sell. If you like that video, you're gonna love the next one. It's full of our expertise and tips on diamonds, gemstones, and jewelry, growing your top line revenue and business strategy. Just click on the link, subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you'll be notified of our next videos, and give us a like. Bye for now.